Days passed as Lily learned more about the humans and their culture. Kate had arranged for Lily to have limited access to the ship's database, and the information was overwhelming. Humans had a rich, complex history filled with both terrible violence and stunning creativity. They had nearly destroyed themselves multiple times, yet had always pulled back from the edge, finding ways to cooperate despite their differences. Unlike the Narani, who had failed to save their world, humans had begun to repair the damage they had done to Earth, implementing clean energy, reversing pollution, and stabilizing their climate. It gave Lily hope that perhaps the Narani could do the same with human help. Kate often personally escorted Lily around the ship, introducing her to crew members and explaining human customs. Lily found herself drawn to the captain's calm leadership and genuine interest in Narani culture. "You seem surprised by something," Kate said as they shared a meal in the ship's dining area one evening. After 2 weeks aboard, Lily tilted her head, a gesture her people used to indicate thoughtfulness. "Your species is fascinating. You fight and destroy, but you also create beautiful things, music, art, literature. We lost that balance long ago, focusing only on survival and warfare." Kate laughed, a sound Lily had come to enjoy. "We're still figuring it out ourselves. Plenty of humans think we should focus only on practical matters, but others believe our art and culture are what makes survival meaningful." Meaningful. Lily repeated the word. "That concept has been largely forgotten among my people." Kate studied her with curious eyes. "What gives you meaning, Lily? Not your mission, but you personally." The question caught Lily off guard. No one had asked about her personal feelings in years, perhaps decades. The Narani had become so focused on collective survival that individual desires were seen as selfish. "I don't know," Lily admitted finally. "Before coming here, I would have said serving my people. But now, I'm not certain." Kate nodded. "That's how exploration changes us. It makes us question what we thought we knew about ourselves." As days passed into months, Lily sent regular reports home but found herself holding back certain details about humans, like how Kate's smile made her feel or how human music brought tears to her eyes. These were not things her military leaders needed to know, and Lily worried how such information might be used. The Narani High Council seemed most interested in human weapons systems, population centers, and resource management. Lily provided basic information but increasingly felt uncomfortable with their focus. She began to spend more time with Kate, learning about human customs and sharing what life had been like on Nara before the wars. Kate taught Lily about Earth games, music, and even dancing, which Narani had abandoned centuries ago as frivolous. "This is called chess," Kate explained one evening, setting up a board with carved pieces in her private quarters. "It's a strategy game centuries old." Lily examined the pieces, learning the rules quickly. Her people had similar games, though theirs were designed to teach military strategy. This game seemed more nuanced. As they played, Kate told stories of her childhood growing up near an ocean, something Lily had only seen in recordings. The Narani oceans had been poisoned long ago. "I miss the sound of waves," Lily said, surprising herself with the admission. "Our seas were beautiful once before. They turned toxic." Kate looked up from the board, her eyes soft with understanding. "Perhaps they can be again with the right technology." "Perhaps," Lily agreed, though the Narani scientists had long ago declared the task impossible. They played late, into the night, and Lily found herself enjoying Kate's company more than she had enjoyed anything in years. There was something about the human captain that made Lily feel understood in a way she never had among her own people. After 3 months, aboard the Horizon, a message arrived from the Narani High Council. They were impatient for more detailed information, particularly regarding Earth's defense systems, population centers, and technological capabilities, information that could be used. If diplomacy failed, Lily stared at the message for hours, unsure how to respond. Her duty was clear: provide the information her people needed to assess Earth as both potential ally and potential conquest. Yet the thought of betraying Kate's trust made her feel physically ill. "I cannot betray her," Lily whispered to herself as she finally deleted the message and sent instead a report emphasizing human artistic achievements and their environmental restoration techniques. Information the High Council had deemed irrelevant. That night she asked to meet with Kate privately in the captain's quarters. There's something I must tell you, Lily said, her skin glowing dimly with anxiety. Something about my mission, Kate gestured to a chair. I've been expecting this conversation. Surprised, Lily said, You have. Kate nodded. I've been in space long enough to recognize when someone is caught between orders and conscience. Lily felt a surge of relief at being understood. My world wants to know. If yours is a threat, they fear what they do not understand, and they demanded information that could be used against Earth. And what did you tell them? Kate asked, her voice carefully neutral. Not what they wanted, Lily admitted. I told them of your music, your art, your efforts to heal your planet. I emphasized your potential as allies, not as conquests. Kate's expression softened. That was brave, considering what your people might think of your choice. My people are stubborn, Lily said. They have been alone for so long they forget how to trust. But I've learned that humans, despite your violent history, are capable of tremendous compassion and creativity, qualities my world desperately needs. Many humans would say the same about ourselves, Kate said with a small smile. We're still learning too. Lily hesitated, then continued. There is more. My people are considering Earth as a potential new home. If our world cannot be saved, they sent me to evaluate it for colonization. Kate was silent for a long moment. How many of your people remain? Fewer than 1 million, Lily said. Our birth rates have fallen as our environment has degraded. Earth has 9 billion humans, Kate said. But we've begun establishing colonies on Mars, and our moon there might be room for cooperation rather than competition. Lily felt hope rising. You're not angry, concerned. Yes, angry, no, Kate said. You've been honest with me when it would have been easier not to be. That means something. Lily made a decision, one that might change everything. With your permission, I would like to send a new message to my people, one proposing a different approach. Kate nodded. What do you have in mind? A true exchange, Lily said. Not just technology, but culture, knowledge, medicine, perhaps even art. My people have forgotten what it means to create beauty for its own sake. The transmission to Lily's homeworld took courage. She stood beside Kate as they sent images of Earth art, music, and literature, along with offers of medical and agricultural knowledge. Things her dying world desperately needed in exchange. They offered Narani energy technology, which was more advanced than Earth's, and biological sciences, which had developed differently. Do you think they will listen? Kate asked as the message was sent. I don't know, Lily admitted, but I have given them reason to hope, and that is something my people have lacked for generations. Weeks passed without response. Lily feared the worst, that her people had rejected the offer, or worse, were planning attack. Despite her recommendations, she found herself spending more time with Kate, sharing her fears. What will happen to me if they reject the proposal? Lily asked one evening as they walked through the ship's small garden area. You would be welcome to stay with us, Kate said, as a representative of your people or simply as yourself. Lily stopped walking, turning to face Kate. As myself. Yes, Kate said simply. You've become important. To us, to me. Lily felt her skin glow brighter with emotion, a response she couldn't control. I have never belonged anywhere as I do here with you. Kate reached out, gently touching Lily's luminescent cheek. Then perhaps that's your answer, regardless of what your government decides. Lily leaned into the touch, allowing herself to feel the connection between them. Something neither had spoken of, but both had felt growing. The message when it came was short. We accept proposal for exchange sending. Diplomatic vessel coordinates attached. Lily read it twice, unable to believe her people had agreed. They were traditionally suspicious of outsiders, but desperation had finally overcome fear. They've agreed, she told Kate, her voice trembling. They're sending a diplomatic vessel. Kate squeezed her hand. You've done something extraordinary, Lily. You've bridged 2 worlds. Preparations for the arrival of the Narani diplomatic vessel consumed the next weeks. The horizon was directed to a neutral meeting point in orbit around Earth's moon, a symbolic location that recognized both the achievement of human space travel and the neutrality needed for first official contact. Lily found herself in an unexpected position, no longer simply a scout, but now a cultural translator between two vastly different species. She worked tirelessly helping the humans understand Narani customs and preparing briefing materials for the incoming Narani delegation. They will be formal, she explained to Kate during one preparation session. Emotional display is considered inappropriate in diplomatic settings, unlike how humans often show enthusiasm. Kate nodded, taking notes. Anything else we should avoid? Physical contact is reserved for close relations, Lily said, remembering how freely humans touched each other, casual shoulder pats, handshakes, even hugs among friends. The delegation will not extend hands in greeting and would be uncomfortable if you attempted to touch them. Unlike you, Kate observed with a small smile. You've adapted to our handshakes and seem comfortable with them now. Lily felt her skin glow, slightly in what she now recognized as embarrassment. I have been among humans long enough to adapt to your customs. It will be strange to return to Narani formality. The word return hung in the air between them. Neither wanting to address what would happen after the diplomatic meetings, Lily had come to think of the horizon as home, more than she had felt at home anywhere in decades. The thought of leaving Kate and the crew behind created an ache she couldn't name. Will you stay with the delegation when they arrive? Kate asked, finally breaking the silence. I will need to brief them and assist with translations, Lily said carefully. But my primary assignment remains as liaison to you. Relief showed briefly on Kate's face. Good. I've grown accustomed to your presence. Such a simple statement. But Lily understood the meaning behind it among humans. Particularly, Kate growing accustomed to someone was another way of saying they would be missed. Lily felt the same, a connection that transcended their different biologies and cultures. As the day of arrival approached, Lily became increasingly anxious. The success or failure of this meeting could determine the fate of her people, but also her own future. Would she return to Nara? If the alliance succeeded, or remain with the humans who had shown her that life could be more than mere survival? The Narani vessel arrived exactly on schedule, larger than Lily's scout ship, but small compared to the horizon, its sleek design optimized for efficiency rather than comfort. Typical of Narani engineering, Lily stood on the horizon's bridge beside Kate as the first communication came through. Horizon vessel. This is High Counselor Mara of Nara. We come in peace as agreed, Kate responded. With formal words Lily had helped prepare. High Counselor, we welcome you in peace and friendship. Earth is honored by your presence. The docking procedure went smoothly, and Lily accompanied Kate to meet the delegation, her heart racing with nervousness. She had not seen another of her kind in months and now faced not just any Narani but High Counselor Mara, the most powerful person in Narani government. The airlock opened and 3 Narani stepped through, their purple skin glowing faintly in the ship's lighting, their tall, slender bodies making even Lily look small by comparison. High Counselor Mara was instantly recognizable by the formal insignia on her clothing and her bearing of authority. High Counselor, Lily said, bowing formally in Narani fashion. May I present Captain Kate Brown of the Earth vessel Horizon? Mara's silver eyes assessed Kate with calculating precision. Captain, your hospitality is appreciated. Scout Lily has spoken highly of human generosity in her reports. Kate nodded respectfully, keeping her distance as instructed. We're honored by your willingness to meet. Your journey represents hope for both our peoples. Lily translated the subtle nuances that the automatic translators missed, watching as the two leaders took each other's measure, each representing worlds that had never before connected. The first meetings were tense as expected. The Narani delegation was cautious, revealing little while asking many questions. Kate and her team were more open but careful, not to appear weak. Lily found herself constantly navigating between the two approaches, trying to build understanding. After the formal introductions, the delegation was shown to prepared quarters, and a schedule of meetings was established. Lily found herself summoned to speak privately with Mara. You have changed, Scout Lily, Mara said once they were alone, her voice carrying the slight musical tone all Narani shared when speaking their native language. Your reports became increasingly focused on human culture rather than strategic information. Lily stood straight, facing the criticism directly. I reported what I believed most relevant to our future High Counselor. These humans have much to teach us beyond technology, Mara's expression remained neutral, though her skin glowed with subtle patterns that indicated skepticism. Such as, they nearly destroyed their world as we did, Lily explained. But they found a way back not just through technology, but through changing how they think. They remembered how to create, not just consume, how to cooperate, not just compete. You sound like you admire them, Mara said. I do, Lily admitted, particularly Captain Brown. She has shown wisdom and patience. Mara studied Lily closely. You glow differently when you speak of this human captain. Your patterns suggest attachment. Lily had not realized her emotional response was so visible to another Narani, though humans couldn't read the subtle patterns in Narani's skin luminescence. Other Narani could see emotions clearly. I have worked closely with her, Lily said carefully. Too closely, perhaps, Mara responded. Remember, your duty is to Nara, not to these humans, regardless of your personal feelings. Lily bowed her head. My duty has always been to secure the best future for our people. I believe that future includes humans as true allies, not just a source of technology or territory. Mara was silent for a moment. We shall see. The council remains divided on whether humans can truly be trusted. The following days were filled with meetings, presentations, and negotiations. The humans shared their environmental restoration technologies, while the Narani demonstrated their advanced energy systems, both sides careful not to reveal military applications. Lily watched as Kate skillfully built rapport with the Narani delegation. Even Mara began to show signs of warming to the human captain's approach, though only Lily could read the subtle changes in the High Counselor's luminescence patterns. And the third day, the discussions turned to the possibility of Narani settlement within the solar system. Mars has limited human settlement, Kate explained, showing holographic maps of the red planet. Certain regions would be suitable for Narani biology, with minor adaptations to increase nitrogen levels in habitation domes. You would share a world you have already claimed? Mara asked, skepticism clear in her voice. We believe cooperation serves both our peoples better than competition, Kate said. Earth learned this lesson painfully. Perhaps together we can avoid repeating past mistakes, Lily translated, adding cultural context. Humans place high value on mutual benefit. High Counselor, they see sharing resources as practical, not just idealistic. The meetings continued late into the ship's night cycle. After one particularly long session, Lily found Kate alone in the observation lounge, looking out at Earth glowing blue and green against the blackness of space. It's beautiful, Lily said, joining her at the viewport. Sometimes I forget, Kate admitted. When we're caught up in politics and negotiations, it's good to remember what we're really talking about: home. Lily looked at the planet, feeling a strange mixture of longing and uncertainty. I haven't had a true home in many years. Our cities on Nara are functional, but not beautiful, not anymore. Kate turned to face her. What will you do when this is over? Will you return to Nara? The question Lily had been avoiding. I don't know. My duty is to my people, but Kate prompted gently. I have found something here I thought lost. Lily said, her voice soft. Purpose beyond survival, joy and discovery, connection. Kate stepped closer. Connection, Lily's skin glowed with emotion she couldn't hide. Yes, with your world, with your crew, with you. Lily, Kate's voice was tender as she reached out, then hesitated, remembering the cultural prohibition against touching. Lily made her choice and closed the distance between them, taking Kate's hand in hers. I am not like other Narani anymore. I have changed. Kate's fingers intertwined with hers, warm against Lily's cooler skin. I hope that's a good thing. It is, Lily said, though it makes my path unclear. They stood together, looking out at Earth in silence, their joined hands a bridge between worlds as real as any diplomatic agreement. What Lily didn't know was that High Counselor Mara had observed their interaction from the doorway before silently withdrawing, her expression unreadable, but her skin glowing with the pattern Narani associated with difficult decisions. The final day of scheduled negotiations arrived with tension hanging in the air. The Narani delegation had been conferring privately for hours, while the human representatives waited for their decision. Lily found herself caught between worlds more literally than ever before. High Counselor Mara summoned Lily to a private meeting. Her expression serious. "Scout Lily, we have reached certain conclusions based on our observations and your reports." Lily stood at attention, her posture formal despite the turmoil inside. "Yes, High Counselor. The Council is divided on full alliance with humans," Mara said. "Some believe they cannot be trusted with our technology. Others fear they will eventually turn against us as they have turned against each other throughout their history." Lily felt her hopes falling. "They have changed, High Counselor. Their world shows proof of this." "Perhaps," Mara conceded, "but change can reverse. We have seen this in our own history, have we not?" Lily couldn't argue. The point the Narani had experienced periods of peace before descending again into conflicts that ultimately destroyed their world. "What has been decided then?" Lily asked. Keeping her voice steady, "We will proceed with limited exchange," Mara said. "Environmental technology from the humans, energy systems from us, but no military applications, no settlement rights yet. We will continue observation." Lily felt disappointment wash through her and my role. Mara's skin glowed with a pattern Lily had never seen before, something between regret and resolve. "You are to return with us to Nara, Scout Lily. Your time among humans is complete." The words hit Lily like a physical blow. Though she maintained her composure, "May I ask why, High Counselor?" "You have become compromised," Mara said simply. "Your attachment to these humans, particularly Captain Brown, clouds your judgment. We need objective assessment, not emotional connection." Lily wanted to protest that her connection to Kate and the humans gave her better insight, not worse, but she knew such arguments would fall on deaf ears. The Narani valued logic and duty above personal feelings. "I understand," Lily said, though her heart rebelled against the order. "Do you?" Mara asked, her silver eyes studying Lily intently. "I wonder, Scout Lily, have you considered that your feelings for this human might be reciprocated? That she might feel the same attachment?" Surprised by the question, Lily hesitated. "I believe she values our friendship." "Yes, more than friendship, I think," Mara said. "I have observed her biological responses when you are near increased pulse rate, dilated pupils, subtle changes in voice patterns. Humans cannot hide their emotions as we can." Lily wasn't sure how to respond, unsure. Why Mara was discussing this, "It presents a problem," Mara continued, "and potentially an opportunity." "I don't understand." Mara's expression softened slightly. "The Council believes humans cannot be fully trusted yet, but they might trust one who has formed a bond with one of them. You could serve as our permanent ambassador, remaining here, while maintaining your connection to Nara." Hope flared in Lily's chest. "You would allow me to stay if you agreed to continue serving Nara's interests?" Mara said, "Regular reports, continued assessment, guidance on human intentions. Your personal connection becomes a diplomatic tool." Lily felt conflicted, her joy at the possibility of staying warring with discomfort at using her relationship with Kate as a means of gathering intelligence. Mara seemed to sense her conflict. "This is not deception, Scout Lily, it is diplomacy. Personal connections have always been part of building trust between different peoples. Your feelings need not be false to be useful." Before Lily could respond, an urgent communication came through. The ship's alert system sounded, and Kate's voice came over the intercom. "All personnel, security stations. Incoming unidentified vessels approaching at high speed, not responding." To hails, Lily and Mara hurried to the bridge where Kate was coordinating response with her crew. The atmosphere tense with controlled urgency. "Captain, what's happening?" Mara demanded. Kate turned, her expression grim. "3 vessels approaching fast. No identification, no response to communication. Attempts, their trajectory and speed suggest hostile intent." "Narani?" Lily asked. Fear gripping her, Kade shook her head. "Unknown configuration, not matching any Earth or Narani signatures. The tactical display showed 3 fast-moving objects on intercept course with the horizon and the Narani diplomatic vessel. Defensive posture only." Kate ordered her crew, "Shields at maximum. No weapons active unless fired upon. Let's not start an interstellar incident. Lily admired Kate's restraint. Even as anxiety built, the unknown ships were now close enough to be visible on the main view screen. Their design unlike anything Lily had seen before, angular with protruding structures that might be weapons, or sensors attempt communication on all frequencies, all languages. Kate directed. The communications officer worked rapidly. No response, Captain. They're still approaching. Continuing attempts. Mara stepped forward. Allow me to return to our vessel. Captain, we may have protocols or recognition signals that could help. Kate nodded. Of course, High Counselor, please keep channels open between our ships. As Mara and her delegation prepared to return to their vessel, the unknown ships suddenly accelerated, their formation tightening. Incoming energy readings, called out the science officer Amy. They're charging weapons systems. Shields to maximum. Kate ordered. Evasive maneuvers. The horizon lurched as it began evasive action. The Narani delegates, struggling to maintain balance in the sudden movement. Lily instinctively reached out, steadying Mara. You should go now, High Counselor. Kate said urgently. Your vessel is faster than ours if conflict is unavoidable. Before Mara could respond, the lead unknown ship fired a brilliant beam of energy struck the horizon's shields, the entire ship shuddering under the impact, shields holding at 80%, reported Greg from Tactical. That was just a warning shot they could have hit us with. More. Who are they? Kate demanded. Any identification yet? Energy signature is unlike anything in our database. Amy replied. But there's something strange. Captain, the beam contained data, a message embedded in the energy pattern. What kind of message? Kate asked. Amy worked her console. It's directed at the Narani vessel, not us translating now. Lily felt dread building as she watched the translation appear on the screen. Narani vessel, you have violated sovereign space. Return to your territory. Immediately or face destruction. Mara's skin paled, her glow diminishing with shock. Impossible, there are no other spacefaring races in this sector. Apparently there are, Kate said grimly, and they're territorial. A second message appeared. Human. Vessel, your harboring of Narani violators will not be tolerated. Withdraw or share their fate. Kate turned to Lily and Mara. Suggestions. I'd rather not start humanity's first interstellar war today. Lily thought rapidly. They know both our species. By name, this isn't first contact for them, even if it is for us. Mara nodded. Agreed, which means they've been watching, perhaps for some time. Let me try something, Kate said, then nodded to her communications officer. Open a channel. When the channel was ready, Kate spoke clearly and calmly. Unknown vessels, this is Captain Kate Brown of Earth. We are engaged in peaceful diplomatic exchange. We have no hostile intent toward you or your territory. Please identify yourselves so we may properly respect your boundaries. The response was immediate, another energy beam, this one passing just in front of the horizon, close enough to be visible through the viewport but not striking the shields. Final warning, withdraw. Separate, the alliance is forbidden. Lily and Mara exchanged glances, understanding dawning on both of them. They don't want us to ally, Lily said. They fear our combined strength. Kate nodded slowly. Divide and conquer, oldest strategy in the book. Mara's expression hardened. They have been watching both our peoples, waiting, keeping us ignorant of each other until now. The question is why now? Kate said. Why reveal themselves when they could have remained hidden? Because of me. Lily realized. My mission changed everything. When Narani and humans actually met, their strategy failed. Kate turned to Mara. High Counselor, I suggest we show these observers that intimidation won't work. Mara studied Kate for a long moment, then nodded. Agreed, Captain. What do you propose? We stand together, Kate said simply. Your ship alongside mine, neither withdrawing, both our shields protecting each other. It was a risk, a major one. If the unknown vessels attacked in force, both ships might be destroyed. But Lily understood the symbolic importance. Mara seemed to as well. Very well, Captain, we will demonstrate that Narani and humans cannot be intimidated. As Mara returned to her vessel, Lily remained on the horizon's bridge, standing beside Kate, as both ships maneuvered into position side by side, facing the unknown vessels. This could end badly, Kate said quietly to Lily. Yes, Lily agreed. But it could also be the beginning of something important. Kate reached out, taking Lily's hand briefly. Whatever happens, I'm glad you came to us, Lily's skin glowed with emotion, as am I. The Narani vessel moved into position alongside the horizon, both ships now presenting a united front to the unknown vessels. They're charging weapons again, Greg reported. Maintain position, Kate ordered. Shields at maximum, but weapons inactive. Let's not give them an excuse. Lily held her breath as the tense standoff continued, seconds stretching into minutes, neither side backing down. The standoff continued, tension building with each passing moment. Lily could see the strain on Kate's face as she maintained her position. Refusing to yield to the unknown threat, the Narani vessel held steady alongside them, a united front against intimidation. Then, without warning, the unknown vessels powered down their weapon systems. They're standing down, Greg reported. Surprise evident in his voice. Maintain alert status, Kate ordered. This could be a trick. The lead unknown vessel moved, closer but slowly without aggressive posture. A new message appeared on the communication screen. Test concluded, resistance, noted negotiation authorized. Lily and Kate exchanged confused glances. Test. Kate repeated. They were testing us before. They could discuss further the unknown vessel. Changed shape, portions of its angular structure folding and reforming until it resembled something almost organic rather than mechanical. Incredible, Amy breathed, watching the transformation. Adaptive. Technology beyond anything we've seen. A new communication came through, this time with visual A being appeared on the main screen. Unlike either human or Narani, its form shifting slightly as if not entirely solid, with multiple eyes that moved independently around what might be considered a head. Greetings, humans and Narani. I am Observer Trell of the Coalition. Your unified response has been recorded and evaluated. Kate stepped forward. I am Captain Kate Brown. I demand an explanation for your hostile actions against peaceful vessels. The being's eyes swiveled, focusing on Kate. Hostility was simulated. Captain Brown, real weapons would have destroyed both your vessels instantly. The Coalition tests all potential new members. Mara's voice came through the communication link from the Narani vessel. We know nothing of your Coalition. As intended, High Counselor Mara Trell responded. The Coalition observes developing spacefaring species until they demonstrate readiness. Readiness? For what? Kate asked for the truth. Trell said simply, your two species have been watched for centuries, both nearly destroyed yourselves, both survived, both reached for the stars, but separately until now. Your meeting was not coincidence. Lily felt a chill run through her. You influenced our paths. Trell's form shifted again. Guided, not controlled, subtle adjustments to prevent extinction, but most choices were your own. The Narani turned to space when their world failed. Humans reached out from curiosity, both valid paths. Kate's expression hardened. You watched as the Narani world died. We prevented total destruction, Trell corrected. But yes, we allowed consequences of choices to manifest. Interference has limits. Evolution requires challenge. Mara's voice was tight with controlled anger. Our people suffered for generations and learned from suffering. Trell responded without apology. As humans learned from their near disasters, some species never learn. They destroy themselves completely. Despite our efforts, Lily tried to process the implications this coalition had been watching, guiding, perhaps manipulating both species, for longer than she had been alive. Why reveal yourselves now? Kate asked the question they all wondered, because together, you crossed the threshold, Trell explained. Separate, neither humanity nor Narani would survive what is coming. Unified, you have potential. What is coming? Lily asked. Dread building. Trell's form darkened slightly. The coalition contains 18 spacefaring. Species 5 were found as you were found. Others discovered the coalition themselves. All face the same threat. Space is vast but not empty. Not all intelligences are biological. Not all seek cooperation. Some consume. Understanding dawned on Lily. You're preparing for war. For survival, Trell corrected. The coalition has existed for 50,000 years, maintaining balance against expansion of the harvesters. They take worlds, strip them of resources, biological and mineral alike. They do not communicate, they do not negotiate. Kate and Mara were both silent, processing the revelation. Finally, Kate spoke. You could have simply told us this. Why the test? Words are meaningless, actions reveal truth. Trell said, you chose to stand together against a superior force rather than abandon each other. This suggests potential for true alliance, not mere convenience. And if we had separated, fled? Mara asked. Observation would continue. Indefinitely coalition. Protection would be limited. Trell's form shifted again, becoming more solid. You have earned the right to choose. Join the coalition, share knowledge, technology, defense, or remain independent. Face what comes alone. Kate looked to Lily, then to the screen showing Mara on the Narani vessel. This decision cannot be made immediately. We must consult our governments. Understood, Trell acknowledged. You have one orbital cycle of your primary planet. Coalition vessels will remain in this system. Cloaked. Observers will answer questions. Coalition. Protocols will be transmitted to both vessels. With that, the communication ended, the unknown vessels shimmering briefly before disappearing from both visual and sensor detection. They're still there, Amy confirmed, checking her instruments. Just invisible to our sensors. Kate took a deep breath, then turned to Lily. Well, that certainly changes things, Lily nodded, still processing the revelation. Everything we believed about our place in the universe just shifted. Captain Mara's voice came through the still open channel between ships. I request your presence on our vessel to discuss these developments. Kate raised an eyebrow in surprise. The Narani had been reluctant to allow humans aboard their ship until now. Of course, High Counselor. I'll prepare for transfer. When the channel closed, Kate turned to Lily. I'd like you to accompany me. Your insight will be valuable. Lily nodded, grateful to be included, though she suspected her position had just become more complicated. The Narani vessel interior was Spartan compared to the Horizon, functional without decoration. The air slightly more nitrogen-rich than humans preferred. Kate had been briefed on Narani protocols and followed Lily's lead as they were escorted to the conference room where Mara waited. Captain Brown. Mara greeted them formally. These revelations require reassessment of our positions. Kate nodded. Agreed, High Counselor. The existence of both the coalition and these harvesters changes everything. You understand. What the observer implied, Mara said. Separately, our species have little chance against this threat. I do, Kate confirmed. Though I'm curious why they allowed us to develop separately at all if unity is so important. Lily spoke up. Perhaps because forced alliance would not last. True cooperation must be chosen. Mara's skin glowed with agreement. A valid assessment. Scout Lily. The three of them discussed the implications for hours, reviewing the data transmitted by the coalition. The threat was real. The harvesters had consumed 3 inhabited worlds in the past century alone, moving slowly but relentlessly through the galaxy. We need to form a united response, Kate said finally. Human and Narani together. Mara studied her for a long moment. I agree, but unity requires trust. Captain, trust that has not yet been fully established between our peoples. Then we must build it, Kate said firmly. Starting with us in this room. Lily watched the interaction between them, feeling hope. Despite the dire circumstances, there is a Narani tradition, Mara said after consideration. Ancient from before the wars, a bonding between representatives of different clans to ensure peaceful relations. Kate looked interested. A formal alliance. More personal, Mara said, her eyes moving to Lily, then back to Kate. A joining of individuals who represent their peoples, a living symbol of unity. Lily suddenly understood what Mara was suggesting, her skin glowing brightly with surprise. High Counselor, you cannot mean. I do, Scout Lily, Mara confirmed. You and Captain Brown have formed a connection that transcends your different biologies. A formal bonding between you would serve as a powerful symbol to both our peoples. Kate looked between them, confusion clear. I'm not sure I follow. Lily turned to Kate, her heart racing. She is suggesting a form of diplomatic marriage between us, a permanent bond recognized by both our peoples. Kate's eyes widened. Oh, it is merely a suggestion, Mara said, though her tone suggested otherwise. But such bonds have historically proven effective in cementing alliances. Lily couldn't read Kate's expression, unsure if she was horrified, amused, or something else entirely. This is not a decision to be made hastily. Kate nodded slowly. Agreed, though I'm not dismissing the idea outright. Mara seemed satisfied. Consider it. We have time before the coalition requires our answer. I will leave you two to discuss privately. When Mara had left, Kate turned to Lily. Did that just happen, or am I misunderstanding Narani diplomacy? Lily couldn't help a small laugh. It happened. She suggested we formalize our relationship as a diplomatic strategy. Is that the only reason you would consider it? Kate asked, her voice softer. Diplomacy. Lily's skin glowed with emotion she couldn't hide. No, Kate, it is not the only reason. Kate stepped closer. Good, because I wouldn't agree to it for political reasons, no matter how logical. What reasons would you consider? Lily asked, her heart pounding. Kate reached out gently, touching Lily's luminescent cheek. Personal ones only. I don't care about symbols or alliances or even cosmic threats when it comes to this to us. Lily leaned into the touch. I feel the same, though I never imagined such a possibility. Life is full of surprises, Kate said with a smile. Hostile aliens, secret coalitions, diplomatic marriages all in one day. Lily took Kate's hands in hers. If you don't love me, this universe means nothing to me, she said, using the human phrase she had learned, but meaning it truly for the first time. Kate's eyes softened. Then it's a good thing I love you too. The stars looked different from this angle, Lily thought as she gazed through the viewport of her spacecraft. The human ship was approaching, and her heart raced with both fear and excitement. Her mission was supposed to be simple. Observe the humans and report back, but nothing about humans seemed simple. Lily was not human. Her skin had a soft purple glow, and her eyes were large with silver irises that could see in darkness. She came from a world called Nara, where war had destroyed almost everything. Her people, the Narani, were dying. Her mission was their last hope to find allies among the stars, and humans seemed promising if unpredictable, as the human ship grew larger in her viewport. Lily checked her translator device one more time. It had been programmed with all known human languages based on their broadcast signals. Her people had been studying humans from afar for decades, learning their languages and customs without ever making contact. Today, that would change forever. Lily took a deep breath and activated her communication system. Her small scout ship was defenseless against the massive human vessel, but her orders were clear. Make peaceful contact, assess their potential as allies, and determine if they could be trusted. With Narani technology, the human ship responded immediately, and Lily was surprised to hear a female voice. Humans had gender like her people, but she had expected to meet a male leader since many of their transmissions suggested males held more power. Unknown vessel. This is Captain Kate Brown of the Earth exploration vessel Horizon. Please identify yourself. Lily's translator worked perfectly. Greetings, Captain Brown. I am Scout Lily of the Narani people. I come in peace-seeking dialogue. There was a long pause. Lily wondered if she had made a mistake. Perhaps her translator had failed, or maybe humans were not ready for contact. Scout Lily, we welcome peaceful contact. Please prepare for docking. Our bay is open, and atmosphere will be compatible with your readings. Lily guided her ship toward the docking bay, trying to control her nervousness. Her people were counting on her. The last scout sent to another system had never returned, and resources were too limited to keep sending failed missions. This had to work. The docking procedure was smoother than expected. The humans had compatible technology. Lily gathered her courage and prepared to meet the first humans any Narani had ever encountered face to face. She checked her appearance in the reflection of her console. Her purple skin was glowing slightly brighter due to her excitement, a trait of her species. When the airlock opened, Lily stood tall, ready to represent her dying world with dignity. Kate Brown was not what Lily expected. The human captain was shorter than Lily, with brown hair cut short around her face and eyes that reminded Lily of the sky on her homeworld. Before the wars, her expression was cautious but not hostile. Beside the captain stood several other humans of Various appearances, their faces showing mixtures of awe, surprise, and wariness. Lily understood their caution. She was alien to them just as they were to her. "Welcome aboard the Horizon," Kate said, extending her hand in greeting. Lily recognized the gesture from her research and copied it, feeling the warmth of human skin against her cooler touch. "Thank you for your welcome, Captain," Lily said. "I bring greetings from the Narani High Council." Kate nodded. "This is truly historic. We've hoped to meet other intelligent life but never expected it would happen during my command. Please meet my senior staff. This is Amy, our science officer Greg, our security chief, and Paula, our medical officer." Lily nodded to each in turn, noting how the one called Greg kept his hand near what appeared to be a weapon. Lily did not blame him. She was a stranger and potentially dangerous. "If you're comfortable with it, our medical officer would like to scan you to ensure our environment is safe for your biology," Kate explained. Lily hesitated, then nodded. "That is acceptable, but I have already determined your atmosphere is compatible with mine, though slightly lower in nitrogen than I prefer." Paula approached with a small device. "This is non-invasive, just gathering basic biological data," as the device hummed. Lily noted the humans' reactions. Their curiosity seemed genuine, not hostile, a good sign. "Fascinating," Paula said, looking at the readings. "Your cellular structure is similar to ours, but with significant differences, particularly in energy processing. Do all your people have bioluminescent skin?" Lily nodded. "Yes, though the intensity varies with emotion and health. I apologize if the glow is distracting." "Not at all," Kate said with what Lily recognized as a smile. "It's beautiful, actually." The word beautiful was not one Lily had expected to hear. Her people had long ago moved past aesthetic judgments, focusing only on survival. But this human found her appearance pleasing. It was an unexpected moment of connection. Over the next hours, Lily was shown to guest quarters and began preliminary discussions with Kate and her senior staff. They were curious about Narani culture, technology, and history, while Lily was equally curious about humans. "Our world was once beautiful," Lily explained during their first formal meeting. "But centuries of conflict depleted our resources and damaged our atmosphere. Now my people live in underground cities. The surface is barely habitable." "What caused the conflicts?" Amy asked. "The same things that cause most conflicts: resources, ideology, fear," Lily said. "By the time we realized the damage we had done, it was too late to fully reverse. Now we seek ways to heal our world or find a new home." Kate's expression grew serious. "That's why you've reached out to us," Lily nodded. "Yes, our scientists believe human technology combined with ours might create solutions neither of us could develop alone. And if cooperation fails, we need to know if Earth might be a potential new home, though that would be our last resort." Greg leaned forward. "So you're scouting us as potential allies or as a conquest target?" The directness startled Lily, but she appreciated it. "My mission is to assess for alliance, not conquest. We have neither the numbers nor the military strength for conquest, even if that was our desire, which it is not." Kate shot Greg a warning look. "Please forgive our caution. We've imagined first contact scenarios for centuries, and not all of our fiction portrays peaceful outcomes." Lily nodded. "The same is true for my people. Fear of the unknown is universal, it seems." As the first day aboard the Horizon ended, Lily returned to her quarters to record her initial impressions for transmission back to Nara. Humans were more diverse in appearance and thinking than she had expected from their broadcasts. They seemed capable of both great suspicion and great kindness, sometimes simultaneously. Most interesting was Kate the human. Captain showed wisdom and caution, but also genuine curiosity and openness, qualities that had become rare among the Narani leadership after centuries of hardship. Perhaps there was hope for an alliance after all. Lily looked out the small viewport in her quarters, seeing stars that were not her own, and felt for the first time in years a sensation she had almost forgotten: hope.